Are you interested in a low round count drill to practice your slide lock reloads? I'm Gant Carter, coming to you once again today with GTD Firearms, and I have for you today a very simple drill with a low round count. I know things are kind of crazy right now in the firearms community. Prices, availability when it comes to guns, ammunition, gear, all things shooting are not what we would necessarily like. So people are looking for, a lot of people are looking for ways to still get in their reps at the range, but keep the round count low to save on ammunition. Here's one way to do that. This drill did not originate with me. It's probably one you've ran across before. It's one shot to slide lock or empty gun, reload the gun, one shot back on target. And no, it is not necessarily a practical exercise from the standpoint that it's not necessarily something that is going to happen exactly like that in a real confrontation, in a fight. You're probably not likely to fire one shot to empty, slide lock, and reload one shot. But this drill allows us, with relatively few rounds, to isolate the mechanics of a slide lock reload. Here's how you set up the drill. The drill transfers across relatively all types of setups, whether you're concealed, not concealed, appendix. I don't care what kind of setup you have. I think this drill works for really any setup as long as you have a spare magazine to reload from, of course. Here's how I have it set up today. I have a magazine with a decent amount of ammunition. I'd say a full mag or so would be efficient depending on exactly, or would be sufficient, depending on exactly how many rounds you want to run through the gun. Then I have, of course, a handgun. They do come in handy when you're out here practicing handgun drills. There's my dad joke for this video. I have an empty magazine. I'll stow that in my pocket for now. I have a gun that right now is empty, so I'm going to holster that for now, so it's out of the way. Just to keep things simple, I'm going to take one of my rounds from my other magazine, then stow it back in my mag holder, and load one round into the previously empty magazine. Then, take my handgun, insert the magazine, rack the slide to insert or to chamber the round. I now have an empty magazine, a chambered gun, just like that. Then, I step out to my target. This drill, to isolate things even more, I'm going to start on target. And my target is trying to blow away. We'll see what happens. I'm going to start on target and fire one round. Notice what happens. I now have slide lock. The slide is further to the rear. Of course, the magazine is still empty. So from that point, go back to slide lock. I'm now racing my support hand back to the mag to get a good index on the mag, and my main hand on the magazine release button. So I drop the magazine as I'm coming back. I bring the two together, insert mag. Make sure I seat the mag very forcefully or aggressively. Now you have a number of options. You can rack the slide here, here, here. That is irregardless of this drill. I haven't found any substitute or anything that even does as well for the speed, the ease, the efficiency of that. So when I seat my mag, I'm returning, pushing the slide lock or slide release button or whatever you want to call it, rebuilding my grip, one round on target. Now, to reset the drill, technically now the drill is over, the 2-round drill. To reset it, being aware of my muzzle awareness is very important. Top concern here, I'm bending down, I pick up my empty mag. Then I rotate the gun back over, pinching the empty mag between my index and middle finger. I take my thumb and index finger. As I push the button to release the mag up here, I rip the mag and then insert my empty mag. All right, so just like that. You can do it. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. That's my bad. Then I take this magazine with fresh ammunition, stow it away in my mag holder. Now the drill is reset. Let's try it with a little bit more speed, putting it all together. So, one shot, reload, back on target, one shot. Then reset, being aware of my surroundings. I don't want to flag anyone or have a safety issue. You can, of course, just like pretty much any drill, you can take this one up, not to the next level necessarily, but you can provide more measurements. Of course, targets don't lie, but shot timers don't lie as well. So to provide even more measurement to your progress, to your training for the day or your practice, you can throw in a shot timer. Now, I'm not going to try to set any world records. I don't think I could set any world records, but we're going to go now with a shot timer. One thing you have to watch for on a slide lock reload is I don't know that you can give it quite as much gas on the insertion part, because you have to make sure that you don't drop that slide lock or drop your slide if you're using the slide release before you fully insert the mag. That is one potential downfall of using the button, but it's more of a training issue, or really it is a training issue rather than a technique issue. And so be aware of that. Make sure you get the proper reload done. Don't just worry about speed. Speed is not everything. Speed is just something. It's important, but so is consistency and other things of that nature. Let's try one under the shot timer, shall we? All right, nothing crazy. All right, reset my drill. I can reset it the right way. I'm gonna host her up for now. All right, that wasn't terrible. It was a 1.50, a second and a half. My goal is usually to go for about a second, especially on a slide lock reload. I am a little more balanced, or I take it easy on myself because I want to make sure I get the timing right on that before I get back to building my grip and getting back on target. I appreciate you joining me today. Stay safe, have fun at the range. Remember that here we're training for the fight. We hope never